Nearly 3 decades after its original broadcast, Pride and Prejudice, 1995, remains the definitive Jane Austen adaptation for millions of fans worldwide. From Colin Firth's brooding Mr. Darcy to Jennifer Ehle's spirited Elizabeth Bennet, the series brought Regency England to life with elegance and emotional depth. But what happened to the beloved cast after the final dance at Netherfield? In this special retrospective, we revisit the stars of the iconic BBC production, their careers, lives, transformations, and, for some, a heartfelt goodbye. Join us as we explore where they are now and how their unforgettable performances continue to charm new generations. Julia Sawalha portrayed Lydia Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 27 years old. Lydia is the youngest of the 5 Bennet sisters, carefree, flirtatious, and often lacking in judgment. Her elopement with George Wickham brings scandal upon the family, yet her character also reflects the vulnerability and limited agency of young women in the Regency era. Julia Sawalha infused Lydia with infectious energy, bringing both humor and frustration to the role. She was already known for playing Sapphy in the hit comedy Absolutely Fabulous, and later voiced Ginger in the animated classic Chicken Run, 2000. Her television work continued in Lark Rise to Candleford and Jonathan Creek, and her performances often highlighted her range between dry wit and emotional honesty. Although she has stepped back from the spotlight in recent years, Sawalha's contribution to British TV remains significant. She was born on September 9, 1968, and is 56 years old in 2025. Jennifer Ehle portrayed Elizabeth Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 25 years old. Elizabeth is the second eldest Bennet daughter, sharp, independent, and deeply principled. Her wit and emotional intelligence make her one of literature's most beloved heroines. Throughout the story, Elizabeth learns to balance judgment with empathy, and her love story with Mr. Darcy remains iconic. Jennifer Ehle brought grace, clarity, and intelligence to the role, earning a BAFTA award for Best Actress for her performance. She continued to build an impressive career on stage and screen, appearing in The King's Speech, Zero Dark 30, Contagion, and numerous Broadway productions. Notably, she won a Tony Award for her role in The Coast of Utopia. She is the daughter of actress Rosemary Harris and has been praised for her poise and versatility in both British and American productions. As of 2025, Jennifer continues acting in film and theater, often in supporting but powerful roles. She was born on December 29, 1969, and is 55 years old in 2025. Allison Steedman portrayed Mrs. Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 49 years old. Mrs. Bennet is a whirlwind of nerves, excitement, and social ambition, determined to see her daughters married well at all costs. Though often over the top, the character embodies the desperation of a mother with few options in a male-dominated world. Allison Steedman gave a vibrant, exaggerated, yet deeply human portrayal, making Mrs. Bennet both amusing and tragically real. Before this role, she had become a household name with her critically acclaimed work in Abigail's Party and other Mike Leigh productions. Later audiences adored her as Pam in Gavin and Stacey, and she continued to work across stage, film, and radio. With her distinct voice, comedic timing, and dramatic depth, she has become one of Britain's most admired and versatile actresses. She was born on August 26, 1946, and is 79 years old in 2025. Benjamin Witro portrayed Mr. Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when he was 58 years old. Mr. Bennet is a man of quiet intellect and biting wit, who frequently retreats into his library to escape his wife's hysterics and the pressures of matchmaking. His dry humor and occasional tenderness toward his daughters, particularly Elizabeth, provide some of the series' most poignant moments. Witro's calm, measured performance perfectly captured Mr. Bennet's balance of exasperation and wisdom. An accomplished actor with a long career in theater, film, and radio, Witro was known for roles in Chariots of Fire, The Remains of the Day, and numerous BBC dramas. His voice was also beloved in audio work, including as Fowler in Chicken Run. Sadly, he passed away on September 28, 2017, at the age of 80, due to complications from a stroke. His portrayal of Mr. Bennet remains one of the finest on screen. He was born on February 17, 1937, and would be 88 years old in 2025. Susanna Harker portrayed Jane Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 30 years old. Jane is the eldest Bennet sister, graceful, gentle, and endlessly forgiving. Her quiet strength and serene demeanor make her an emotional anchor in the Bennet family. Though often underestimated, Jane's kindness and unwavering belief in the good in others reveal her resilience. Susanna Harker delivered a performance filled with warmth and dignity, bringing subtle emotional complexity to the role. She had previously gained recognition in House of Cards, 1990, and later appeared in numerous period dramas, stage productions, and TV mysteries. A classically trained actress, Harker comes from a theatrical family. Her mother is actress Polly Adams. Though she has stepped back somewhat from the spotlight, she continues to work in theater and independent projects, admired for her nuanced and sensitive portrayals. She was born on April 26, 1965, and is 60 years old in 2025. Colin Firth portrayed Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when he was 35 years old. Mr. Darcy is a proud, emotionally reserved aristocrat who initially appears aloof but gradually reveals deep integrity, humility, and love. His evolving relationship with Elizabeth Bennet drives the heart of the story, and Colin Firth's portrayal redefined the character for a generation. His smoldering intensity, particularly in the famous lake scene, made him an instant icon. The role catapulted Firth to international stardom, and he went on to deliver acclaimed performances in Bridget Jones's Diary, A Single Man, for which he earned an Oscar nomination, and The King's Speech, where he won the Academy Award for Best Actor. Known for his refined charm and emotional depth, Firth continues to be a respected figure in global cinema. He is also involved in humanitarian work and literacy advocacy. He was born on September 10, 1960, and is 65 years old in 2025. Lucy Briars portrayed Mary Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 28 years old. Mary is the middle Bennet sister, bookish, solemn, and socially awkward. Obsessed with moralizing and musical performance, she is often unintentionally comic, especially during her painfully earnest piano recitals. Lucy Briars played Mary with perfect restraint, capturing her self-importance and underlying loneliness. Briars is the daughter of famed actor Richard Briars and trained at Lambda. After Pride and Prejudice, she went on to have a prolific career in stage, film, and television, including roles in Emma, 1996, Silent Witness, and Wolf Hall. Her theater work includes performances with the Royal Shakespeare Company and the National Theatre. Known for her intelligence and versatility, she continues to be a respected figure in British acting circles. As of 2025, Lucy Briars is 57 years old and remains active in both classical theater and television drama. Crispin Bonham Carter portrayed Mr. Charles Bingley in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when he was 26 years old. Mr. Bingley is a wealthy, kind-hearted, and amiable gentleman who rents Netherfield Park and quickly becomes enamored with Jane Bennet. His affable nature contrasts with Mr. Darcy's reserve, and his loyalty and warmth make him one of the most likable characters in the series. Though initially swayed by outside opinions, Bingley ultimately follows his heart, leading to his engagement to Jane. His portrayal in the BBC adaptation added charm and youthful sincerity to the role. In real life, Crispin Bonham Carter is a cousin of actress Helena Bonham Carter. Though he enjoyed moderate success in acting, including appearances in Absolutely Fabulous and Scarlet Pimpernel, he later transitioned into education. He became a respected drama teacher and assistant head at Queen Elizabeth School in Barnet. As of 2025, Crispin Bonham Carter is 55 years old and continues to be active in the field of education and youth theater. Polly Mabberly portrayed Kitty Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 19 years old. Kitty is the fourth Bennet sister, known for her girlishness, frequent coughing, and eagerness to follow in the footsteps of her flirtatious younger sister Lydia. Often overlooked and scolded by her father, Kitty represents the dangers of poor guidance and lack of self-identity within the Bennet household. Polly Mabberly brought subtle depth to the character, balancing Kitty's silliness with vulnerability. After Pride and Prejudice, Mabberly appeared in various British TV dramas such as Doctors, The Bill, and Foyle's War, as well as performing on stage. While she never reached household name status, she remained active in theater and television. Polly Mabberly has also worked in voice acting and continues to support arts education. As of 2025, she is 49 years old and remains active in British theater and occasional television roles. Anna Chancellor portrayed Miss Caroline Bingley in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 30 years old. Caroline Bingley is the elegant yet condescending sister of Charles Bingley. Snobbish and calculating, she disapproves of the Bennet family and openly vies for Mr. Darcy's attention, only to be continuously rebuffed. Anna Chancellor portrayed her with icy poise and sharp wit, embodying the vanity and social ambition of a woman trying to climb the ranks of Regency society. Chancellor, a descendant of Jane Austen herself, had a successful acting career both before and after Pride and Prejudice. She starred in Four Weddings and a Funeral, 1994, and later earned acclaim for roles in The Hour, Spooks, The Crown, and numerous West End productions. With her distinctive voice and commanding presence, she has become a staple of British drama. As of 2025, Anna Chancellor is 60 years old and continues to perform on stage and screen. Lucy Robinson portrayed Mrs. Louisa Hurst in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 29 years old. Mrs. Hurst is the elder sister of Caroline Bingley and equally haughty, though more passive. She supports her siblings' disdain for the Bennets and adds to the air of superiority surrounding the Bingley circle. Lucy Robinson played her with quiet elegance and a touch of smug detachment, effectively contributing to the social tension in the story. Outside of this role, Robinson built a solid career in British television, appearing in shows like Doctor Who, EastEnders, Suburban Shootout, and Cold Feet. She also lent her voice to audio dramas and performed regularly on stage. While not always in leading roles, Robinson became a familiar face on British screens. As of 2025, Lucy Robinson is 58 years old and continues to act periodically in television and theater. Adrien Lucas portrayed George Wickham in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when he was 37 years old. Mr. Wickham is a charming but deceitful militia officer who manipulates Elizabeth Bennet and attempts to elope with her younger sister Lydia. Beneath his smooth exterior lies selfishness and opportunism. Adrien Lucas's performance brought charisma and duplicity to life, making Wickham both seductive and reprehensible. After Pride and Prejudice, Lucas enjoyed a diverse acting career in British television and theater, with roles in Peak Practice, Judge John Deed, Downton Abbey, and Vienna Blood. In recent years, he returned to the role of an older Wickham in Being Mr. Wickham, 2021, a one-man stage show reflecting on the character's life. A graduate of Drama Studio London, Lucas is admired for his ability to balance period dramas with modern roles. As of 2025, he is 68 years old and remains active in the acting world. Lucy Davis portrayed Maria Lucas in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 22 years old. Maria Lucas, the younger sister of Charlotte Lucas, is a minor but memorable character known for her youthful naivety and eagerness to gossip. She accompanies Charlotte to the Collinses' parsonage and is part of the social backdrop of the story. Lucy Davis infused Maria with light-hearted energy, offering moments of comic relief. Although her role was small, Davis would go on to achieve international fame. She starred as Dawn in the original UK version of The Office and as Etta Candy in Wonder Woman, 2017. Daughter of comedian Jasper Carrott, Davis trained at the Italia Conti Academy. She overcame serious health issues in her early years, including a kidney transplant. In recent years, she gained new recognition for her role as Hilda Spellman in Netflix's chilling adventures of Sabrina. As of 2025, Lucy Davis is 52 years old and remains active in Hollywood and British film and television. David Bamber portrayed Mr. William Collins in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when he was 41 years old. Mr. Collins is a pompous, self-important clergyman and the Bennet family's heir. His obsequious worship of Lady Catherine de Bourgh and laughable sense of grandeur make him one of the most comedic characters in the series. David Bamber delivered a masterful performance, perfectly balancing absurdity with realism, making Mr. Collins insufferable yet oddly sympathetic. Bamber's performance became a definitive portrayal of the character. A veteran stage and screen actor, he is a graduate of RADA and won a Laurence Olivier Award for Best Actor for My Night with Reggie. His credits include Rome, The King's Speech, Doctor Who, and Valkyrie. Known for his precise diction and ability to portray complex or eccentric characters, Bamber has remained a respected name in British theatre and television. As of 2025, David Bamber is 70 years old and continues to act, particularly in historical dramas and stage production. Emmelia Fox portrayed Georgiana Darcy in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was just 21 years old. Georgiana Darcy is the shy and musically gifted younger sister of Mr. Darcy, whose past almost became entangled in scandal due to Wickham. Though her screen time is brief, her character is important in humanizing Darcy and deepening the narrative. Emmelia Fox portrayed her with grace and sensitivity, capturing Georgiana's gentleness and vulnerability. Fox hails from a distinguished acting family, daughter of Edward Fox and Joanna David, who played Mrs. Gardner in the same adaptation. After Pride and Prejudice, she built a prolific career in film and television, including starring roles in Silent Witness, The Pianist, and Delicious. Emmelia Fox is widely admired for her poise and quiet emotional power on screen. As of 2025, she is 50 years old and remains one of the most prominent British actresses of her generation. Marlene Sidaway portrayed Mrs. Hill, the Bennet family's housekeeper, in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 55 years old. Mrs. Hill is a quiet but loyal servant in the Bennet household, often in the background but always present during moments of domestic upheaval. Though her role is minor, she symbolizes the inner workings of Longbourn and serves as a discreet observer of the family's triumphs and trials. Marlene Sidaway brought a gentle warmth and realism to the character, grounding the scenes in a sense of lived-in domesticity. Outside of Pride and Prejudice, Sidaway has had a long career in British television and theatre, appearing in series like Coronation Street, Heartbeat, Midsummer Murders, and The Remains of the Day. She is also known for her work in social justice causes and once served as president of the International Brigade Memorial Trust. As of 2025, Marlene Sidaway is 85 years old and mostly retired from acting, though she occasionally appears in stage events or interviews reflecting on her career. Tim Wilton portrayed Mr. Edward Gardner in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when he was 54 years old. Mr. Gardner is the sensible and kind-hearted brother of Mrs. Bennet, a London-based businessman who, along with his wife, serves as a moral anchor and a stabilizing influence for Elizabeth. His quiet wisdom and supportive role in resolving Lydia's scandal are vital to the plot. Tim Wilton gave a gentle and dignified performance, making Mr. Gardner one of the few truly admirable male figures in the Bennet family circle. Wilton has enjoyed a long career in British film, television, and theatre. He is particularly known for his role as Stanley Dawkins in As Time Goes By and for appearances in My Hero, Doctors, and Lovejoy. Trained at RADA, his versatility spans comedy and drama. As of 2025, Tim Wilton is 85 years old and has stepped back from acting, enjoying a quiet retirement after decades of respected work in the performing arts. Barbara Leigh Hunt portrayed Lady Catherine de Bourgh in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 60 years old. Lady Catherine is the imperious and overbearing aunt of Mr. Darcy, known for her pride, rigid views on social class, and intrusive nature. Her sharp-tongued confrontation with Elizabeth Bennet is one of the most memorable scenes in the series. Barbara Leigh Hunt delivered a commanding performance, exuding aristocratic arrogance and theatrical authority. A classically trained actress, Leigh Hunt has had a distinguished career with the Royal Shakespeare Company and in film, including roles in Frenzy, 1972, Billy Elliot, 2000, and The Remains of the Day, 1993. Her voice and presence have made her a favorite for roles of nobility and matriarchal strength. Though she gradually reduced her screen appearances in later years, she remained active on stage and in radio dramas. As of 2025, Barbara Leigh Hunt is 90 years old and has retired from public life, living privately in England. Rupert Vansitart portrayed Mr. Hurst in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when he was 37 years old. Mr. Hurst, the indolent brother-in-law of Mr. Bingley, is largely uninterested in social matters, showing more enthusiasm for food and card games than for any meaningful conversation. He contributes little to the social dynamics, but offers comic relief with his blunt laziness and obliviousness. Rupert Vansitart portrayed him with perfect lethargy and dry wit. Though his role in the series was minimal, Vansitart's imposing stature and comedic timing made Mr. Hurst memorable. Outside of Pride and Prejudice, he built a prolific career in British film and television. He is well known for his roles in The Remains of the Day, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Game of Thrones as Lord Jan Royce, and numerous comedy series like Yes, Prime Minister and The Thick of It. His career has spanned decades across both drama and satire. As of 2025, Rupert Vansitart is 67 years old and continues to work regularly in film, stage, and TV. Joanna David portrayed Mrs. Gardner in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when she was 48 years old. Mrs. Gardner is Elizabeth Bennet's wise, gentle, and intelligent aunt, who acts as both confidant and mother figure. She and her husband provide emotional support and guidance to Elizabeth and play a crucial role in helping locate Lydia after her elopement. Joanna David portrayed Mrs. Gardner with warmth, elegance, and a calm dignity that perfectly matched Austen's description. A respected actress with a long career in period dramas, David also appeared in Rebecca, 1979, Sense and Sensibility, 2008, and Inspector Morse. She trained at the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama and worked extensively in television and theater. She is also the mother of actress Emmelia Fox, who portrayed Georgiana Darcy in the same series. Joanna David has remained active in both performance and voice work throughout her life. As of 2025, she is 78 years old and continues to make occasional screen and stage appearances. Anthony Calf portrayed Colonel Fitzwilliam in Pride and Prejudice, 1995, when he was 36 years old. Colonel Fitzwilliam, the cousin of Mr. Darcy, is courteous, personable, and well-mannered, a stark contrast to the more reserved Darcy. He befriends Elizabeth during her stay at Rosings and subtly reveals key information that influences her perception of Darcy. Anthony Calf portrayed him with charm and military dignity, giving the role a depth that enhanced the story's complexity. Calf has had a long and varied acting career, appearing in The Madness of King George, Holby City, New Tricks, Poldark, and The Crown. Trained at Lambda, he has also enjoyed success in theater, particularly in classical and historical roles. His calm screen presence and period drama experience have made him a familiar face in British entertainment. As of 2025, Anthony Calf is 66 years old and continues to work regularly in television, stage, and radio. Who is your favorite character from Pride and Prejudice? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.